Hi. Good morning, good afternoon. How are you? How's everybody doing? Hi. How's it going?
I'm doing good.
Doing good?
Sorry, I look like a mess, but I'm gonna work out afterwards. So
You look beautiful as always. And how's the puppy?
she's good. She
Yeah.
wants to go outside and play.
Are you getting to sleep or is she keeping you up?
A little bit. She's doing pretty good. She only goes poop outside, and so
Oh,
that's
good.
and then she'll pee like sometimes inside a little bit, but mostly outside.
That's really good. You're
Here's a baby.
so cute. Are you guys helping mom?
Also, I think my smile got more better over the days.
Your smile got better.
It used to look like this. Mine too.
You guys are so silly today. Well, I think the puppy is adorable, and I know that your kids are helping you. I can tell. Hi, everyone. I see Kathy's here. Hi, Kathy.
Good morning.
Oh, there you are.
Yes, here I am. I just texted Lysandra. She should be on any minute. So
Excellent. You're looking beautiful as always. Hair done.
thank you. Well, we had a gloomy, rainy weekend, but it is, of course, on Monday, absolutely gorgeous, sunny, dry weather. So
Unfortunately, you didn't get that luxury over the weekend.
no, that's okay. Got to do spring cleaning. So that's always good.
Oh, that's
Always.
good.
Yeah.
It makes you feel good when you do all that cleaning, right? Like
My husband and I just spoke about it a few minutes ago. We said, look what we got accomplished,
Yeah.
without, yeah. So who knows, maybe in the next couple of weekends. Lysandra just said she's signing in, so yay. I am so, good morning, Valerie. Good morning, everyone. I'm so looking forward to Lysandra sharing her story with everyone. It's going to be a lovely session.
I'm looking forward to it as well. I see
Yeah.
some people are already putting their email addresses in. So if you haven't done
Yay.
so already, please add your email address for our giveaway that we announce on Mondays. And today's Monday. So there you have it. I see Sean Paul has also joined us.
Good morning, good afternoon.
Good morning. How are
you?
I'm well. How are you?
Very good. Your skin is glowing today. May I ask what you used this morning?
Colostrum Luminous Glow Cream.
Well, looky there. That was not even planned. I just would like to say I did not, but you are glowing this morning.
Well, thank you. I walked yesterday, so maybe I got a little bit of.
Oh, the sun. Okay, we're gonna go with the sun. Yesterday was nice. So let's see.
Miss Kathy, hello for you.
I am absolutely peachy keen. Whereas you're glowing, I kind of did the matte thing today.
And what did you prep your skin with this morning?
I always, without fail, if I don't do anything else, use Defend and Balance because sunscreen is everything. But then a lot of times for video, I like a little glow, but I also like to be a little matte as well. So I use an HD mattifying powder, just a little over that.
Very nice.
So no blank canvas today.
No,
I've been known to use a little bit of an HD powder myself.
I was just going to say, do you care to share what that brand was, Kathy?
It's actually Jane Iredale. They make a wonderful, it's called Beyond Matte. It's an HD mattifying powder. And it was launched, goodness, I would have to say almost 10 years ago when HD photography cameras for news presentations photography started to really be prevalent. And it was launched. I used to do a lot of makeup for newscasters and for for different people on air. And it was the perfect tool. So it's a little makeup artist secret there.
Why, thank you for sharing with all of us.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
Oops.
Absolutely.
Sorry, that was me banging around over here. Can you everybody hear it? Boop, boop, boop. No, just me. So it is lovely to see you. And Lysandra will be joining us shortly.
Yeah, she just texted and said she was signing in any minute. So here she is. I just saw her pop in. Yay. Good morning.
Good morning, good afternoon. Hi, Lysandra.
Unmute. Okay. Hi. Good afternoon.
How are you?
Good. Thank you.
So,
And speaking of glowing.
Yeah, right.
Thanks.
Gorgeous. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. Before we do, I'm just gonna take a couple minutes to go over a couple things. Today is Monday, which is our giveaway day, which I'll be announcing our product giveaway at the end of today's session. If you'd like to enter to win our product giveaway, please put your email address in the chat box, along with any questions you may have throughout today's session. We also have a wholesale offer code coming to you at the end of today. And don't forget that our products of the month is Brazilian Propolis Mist, which I use every day. Just putting that out there. So without further ado, I'm Jonna, Regional Account Executive here in the Northeast, in case you didn't know. And I'm joined today by Kathy, my Southern counterpart. Hi, Kathy, take it away.
Well, good morning, good afternoon, maybe good evening, everyone. Thank you, Jonna. It's so great to see everyone today. I have been looking forward to this, goodness, for I think, Lysandra, it's been maybe about 3 weeks that we've been talking. My dear friend and Epicuren expert and Epicuren account partner, Lysandra Leary, is our special guest today. And I am so honored for her to share her inspiring story with everyone. Lysandra has just overcome the odds. She's beaten cancer. And Lysandra, I think what we want you to share with us today is everything from your heart, you know, your journey to recovery and how you've stayed as radiant and as inspiring as you have. And I know that you are certainly all about self-care and some of the wonderful things that you've done for self-care personally and what you've shared with your guests.
Okay.
So welcome.
Thank you. You can hear me okay? I always feel like I'm super low on these. Okay. So I'm Lysandra Joy Leary. I'm an esthetician here in Atlanta. I moved here recently from San Diego about a couple of years back. So I have my own salon suite here called House Divine. And that's how I met Kathy, getting my products. Yes, it's been great. I've always loved Epicuren. Actually, I used it for like the past 12 years, maybe, before I was even an esthetician, and I always wanted it to be a part of my business. So finally making that happen. And I actually started using it through Envious Skin in San Diego. I don't know if you're familiar with them, but they have an account with Epicuren. Yeah. So I used to go there back in the day, and then I kind of stopped after I became an esthetician because I could kind of do it all myself. But yeah, so that's my inspiration for Epicuren. But anyway, so my story, I'm just going to kind of go through the steps and then talk a little bit about how I've kept my inner radiance, I guess you could say. But so since the pandemic, I decided to go into business after moving to a new city. And then soon after that, getting my salon suite, I found a lump in my breast, just not even really doing an exam. I just kind of take a shower and just kind of, you know, you fill up your body a little bit, and that's how I found it. So that was in July of 2020. And then went through the steps of getting, you know, the mammogram and everything like that. I didn't get diagnosed till September. I'm a veteran, so I go through the VA. Although they are great, they do have some challenges. So it took a little bit of time, which was scary too. But then I went through my chemo from October through February. So when getting the diagnosis, as you can imagine, being diagnosed with breast cancer or any kind of cancer, probably you feel like you have a death sentence. So I kind of went through that whole, like, what's going to happen to me, and especially in the beginning, because you don't know exactly the details. You just know you've been diagnosed with cancer, you have a tumor. So I went through that whole like scary moment. It's still scary. I mean, I guess it's always going to be with me to some extent. But I went through chemo, and I actually feel like I went through, I mean, it was horrible, had its horrible moments, but I actually feel like I went through it pretty well compared to a lot of other people. I mean, I was pretty strong. I'm pretty resilient anyway, just in anything I do, I guess. So that was from October through February, October 2020, February 2021. So as of last month, March, there's no tumor evident. Did 8 rounds of chemo, and there's no tumor that they could find there. So the tumor's gone. I still have some things to do, surgery and things like that, but it's pretty amazing. It's just kind of like, I'm just finally kind of like starting to feel like myself again. So that's pretty cool. And then it's just kind of unreal. It's unreal to have a diagnosis like that. And it's unreal to go through chemo and have the horrors of that. But so basically what's getting me through or got me through, and how I remain radiant, as you put it. I love that. I think it's really, I mean, first God, of course, I have the thinking of the higher power, a lot of listening to positive motivational things like Joel Osteen and TD Jakes are like probably my top 2 to listen through, like on my serious exam was Joel, definitely. So the positive thinking from them, the higher power of God. I think also just speaking to myself, to my body, just telling myself that cancer really does not have a place in my life, in my body, speaking health and healing over myself. And it's funny enough, it's like, I think with this and the fact that I even just shared it, like I could have definitely went through this and not have said anything. And initially that's how I felt. But eventually it was like, I knew I was going to lose my hair. I'm in the beauty business. Like, how do I do this?
Lysandra, I have to say, I loved all of your pictures showing your wigs, and then sometimes not your wig, your bandeaus. And but to me, all of your friends, your guests were just so supportive of you, and you did look radiant. You look beautiful.
Thank you. I try. So yeah, I think with sharing the story, that was what the thing that like helps, people come out the woodwork. Of course, the friends and families that you already, frequent with or talk to on a regular basis, but then people on Facebook that are friends from high school that I don't really talk to often, like start sending me cards. People start sending you gifts. People just want to say things. People just, want to check in and chime in and see how you are. And it kind of makes you feel like you're not alone on the journey. So it definitely helps to tell, and even if you don't post it like I did, at least share it with people so that they can, support you in anything you're going through.
Well, Lysandra, curious, what did you do anything differently with your self-care regimen during this time?
Yeah, I think I definitely did. I mean, I'm already pretty much hardcore on the self-care, the skincare, but I just dived a little bit more into that. I kept up with doing the videos throughout the chemo. I did more juicing. I'm doing more of that lately. So that's definitely more of a self-care thing. Just thinking about my health overall. But I think really in the bath, I'm not really a bath person, but that's a skincare aspect as well. But it's also very grounding. And I also found that it's pretty it's an energy clearing type of thing that you do. You can make it a ritual, and it clears out all the stagnant or bad energy as well from your day, from your life, dealing with other people, whatever. But I think a major thing is like, even in my business is my passion. It also can bring some stress, but it's definitely more of a passion. And I think just like keeping up with it, not letting it go, like any of your passions, like you could definitely say, oh, because I have cancer, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to keep up with this, keep doing it, and you kind of like let it go. But I didn't want to let a diagnosis or a condition that's going to be temporary to take that away. So just keeping up with that, and even with like servicing clients, I think kind of like took me out of my head and just helping them with, helping them with their skincare issues. It
Mhm,
was uplifting, and it allowed me to
mhm,
kind of lose myself in that
mhm,
without
mhm.
worrying so much about myself, whether they knew about the cancer or not. It was like definitely a good thing. Trying to think what else.
Well, Lysandra, let me just say this too, interject while you're thinking, because again, I've been so inspired following your story, especially on Instagram. And, to me, um, just seeing everything that you accomplished, your strength, your faith, your spirit, your passion for what you do. I feel that just in reading the comments and the interaction of your guests and your friends, you have really taken them to a place where they go, this is such a strong person and look what she's done. And you never know who cancer is going to touch, and you don't know who you have touched, that in the end, that's going to make them stronger and remember how you handled everything.
Definitely. Yeah. So I think this kind of brings the ode to that, even the fact that you all wanted to hear the story or my story, and, being able to share it, even if I don't think it's a big deal, but I don't like to talk about myself. So it's pretty cool to have this moment to be able to do that and hopefully share it with people and just know, even if it's not cancer, it could be something else,
Mhm,
but you can get through
mhm,
things and kind of just be in awe of yourself. It's more of a day to day, and just being intentionally positive, even at the bad days, there's always something you can look at and kind of be positive about, for sure.
mhm. Well, Lysandra, I know that you had posted a few days ago about self-care, and I answered you, but I'm just curious, what are your guests doing? I know, self-care was certainly a part of your healing, but going forward, just into the spring season, what are you seeing people doing? I guess because of the pandemic, but still everybody seems to have a positive attitude about, things are going to get better. They are getting better. What responses did you get via your post about how people are uh, taking care of themselves, and what other recommendations would you add for self-care?
Yeah, I think people were just open to hearing more and like adding that regimen or the things that I talked about to their own self care. It was like just giving
Hmm.
them ideas. But I feel like honestly, like just being out yesterday evening, like people are just wanting to get out more. Just get
Hmm.
out, even if it's just out in the parks or whatever. Like here we have in Atlanta, we have Piedmont Park, which is pretty awesome. And it's like also like a gathering place. And I just saw a lot of people out. People were like having little parties, and people just want to be out and about in the nature, the sunshine, kind of commingle to the point that they can, and just be with people. But definitely, I have a lot of clients definitely buying products. I really think the home care is definitely still going strong, and I just try to keep fostering that by giving out the ideas, like the blog post that I did for rituals for spring.
Hmm. Well, I have to ask because we all are here. We love Epicuren like you. Do you have any personal favorite Epicuren products that you love to use yourself, or that you enjoy sharing with your guests?
I honestly enjoy the Brazilian propolis mist. I use that faithfully every day. That and the acidophilus, the cream. I like to use that
Mm-hmm.
at night. I like just clearing, healing type of things, especially for my skin because it's a little bit more kind of blemish problem, a little bit
Mm-hmm.
oily, drier since I moved here, but blemish prone. So all
Mm-hmm.
those that can help me with that,
Mm-hmm.
and a little bit of hydration too. I love the person. I'm a toner person, so I love all the toners.
Oh, that's what I'm curious too. Did you find that you had to maybe enhance or change your skincare regimen while you were going through chemotherapy? Did you find a noticeable change in what products you were using or how you were working with your skin?
a good question. Actually, no. Kept with the same products that my favorites and everything. I just kept a little bit more of the hydration, but
Mhm.
I didn't have to change a lot. Honestly, my skin, because you lose your hair, you even lose your body hair, which I didn't realize till I started growing back. Hair I lost in my body, but my skin was like amazing because I didn't have the hair and it was just so smooth. And so, yeah, I didn't really have to change. I just kept up with what I was doing, stuck with it, and it was great.
Awesome. I'm seeing, oh, and thank you, Janet. One of our guests today, Janet Gonzalez, is asking if you would share your link so that she can follow you. Would you share your, yeah, please. Yeah. Thank you, Janet. I've always looked forward to Lysandra's posts because they were, I mean, maybe you didn't think they were, anything special, Lysandra, but to me, they were always just so, you were like a ray of sunshine. You were just, I strive and I feel that I am a positive person, seeing things glass half full, but you not only saw that, I think having been a veteran, your strength, your focus, all of that was really, all of those things that you've encountered in your life were put together, your faith, and yeah.
To the test. Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Does anyone have any questions for Lysandra? Got a lot of, I know Lysandra, Lisa Reinhardt. Hi, Lisa is on the call today. And I know that you've known Lisa from the past.
Yes, we were instructors. I met her through Ballet Academy in San Diego. It was actually Poway, California, but right there, San Diego. Yeah.
Hi. You look gorgeous, my dear.
Thank you. Thank you.
And like Kathy said, just radiant, just amazing. And such a inspirational story of hope and commitment. Women are plagued with this quite often. It's, more than I think we realize sometimes. And to hear this amazing story of triumph and courage and dedication I was speaking to somebody about you the other day, and you moved to Atlanta, and you started this business and during a pandemic, and then you had this extra challenge, and yet I felt you never lost hope. I never saw you discouraged. Now, this may have been in your private moments with your personal friends, but you always had this, like, I can do this resiliency, this positiveness. And that's what gets us through these really hard times. And so I do commend you for all of that and celebrate you for where you're at now.
Thank you. Yeah, I think just sharing the story, it helps to push me too, because other people know the story and they say comments that push me as well. Things I don't even think of, or real, like what you're saying now, things that I don't even realize or notice or think about. And they say, positive things that keep you going. So sharing it with others is a big deal. It's major. It helps a lot.
I agree. And thank you so much for sharing it with us today on our Ask Our Experts, because I know that everyone on this call is going to be, inspired by you and whatever their challenges are. You had yours, but other people are having their own challenges, especially, this past year with COVID. And just to see somebody continue to work hard and service their customers. And I really loved what you said about when you were servicing your customers, it helped you to kind of focus on them. And as estheticians, as you know, we don't just become estheticians because we like to pop pimples, although that is one of them. we get into this business because we truly want to inspire and help and be there for other women, men too, but mostly women. And that's why we do what we do as estheticians. And so for you to be going through all of your challenges and yet still be there for them, 100%, and just put everything aside and focus on them. Again, that's truly remarkable and is to be, praised. So.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
I'm doing it, so it helps.
You see, Lysandra, you have a lot of people here that You may feel that your story was one of many, but to us, you're very special. And we're just, again, we're just so blessed to have you as not only an Epicuren expert, an account partner, just to be a part of our family. We're just, now you have, goodness, 16, 20 more people that have been inspired by you and can learn.
Totally. Well, thanks for the opportunity. Didn't think it was something you'd want to hear, but this is awesome. So.
Oh, well, thanks.
Thank
Well,
you.
Gianna, do we have any other questions? Do you see any other questions for?
I think Sean Paul is going to share. Sean Paul.
Oh, good.
Oh, no, I was just going to say that oftentimes the best part of recovery is being able to be someone that can share and that can hopefully help someone else through the same journey when they may not be as strong as you are.
Right.
And that is really what a lot of people need, especially now more than ever. But just talking about it and being honest, getting it out for yourself helps someone else, and it may help someone else identify something that they might not have seen so that they can be a success like you.
Yeah, sharing is caring.
Remarkable, Lysandra. Your story is so inspiring. And, the fact that you did choose to share this, I think what you said about, sometimes we have that tendency to keep that kind of stuff to ourselves, anything that emotionally we're going through, whether it be cancer or anything else.
Yeah.
We feel like, oh, we can't tell anyone. We don't want them to know what's happening. But actually sharing that is really part of your own wellness too. So I think that's really amazing. And
Yeah.
brave.
Yeah, you hit the nail on it. I think for me, it was like I just had to be free. Everything that might change with me, I don't want to be, hiding it or feeling like odd about it or anything like that. So I was like, I'm just gonna share it. Not every little gory detail, but enough to people to understand, maybe help someone as well.
Well, you've certainly just brightened our day, and you look bright. You are bright. You are the light, Lysandra Joy Leary. That's all I'm going to say.
Thanks.
Well, thank you so much, Lysandra, for joining us today. You look absolutely radiant. Your story is inspiring, and we appreciate you so much for joining us today and sharing your story. Lysandra did put her email address and her website in the comments. So if you'd like to follow her, please go and do that. Thank you, Kathy. And today is Monday. So without further ado, we are giving away Lysandra's personal favorite, Brazilian propolis mist. So let's see what we got. The winner is Skincare by Janet. I think she's here. Janet, I just accidentally ripped it, but we know it's you, Janet. Congratulations. And we also have a wholesale offer code for you today, 10% off your wholesale order. The code is Radiance. And Sean Paul, what do we have coming up next week?
Next week, we are pleased to be welcoming our friend Lisa, who is joining us today to talk about sun care savers. Our focused product of the month for next month is our Defend and Balance that was referred to at the beginning of our session. And Lisa will be talking not only about Defend and Balance, but also some of the beneficial components that make up sunscreens and why they should be important as we move into sunnier months and every day.
And every day, you had to throw that in. It is important every day, Sean Paul. Okay, so thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you again, Lysandra. Thank you, Kathy, and we will see you all next week. Have a great week. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lysandra.
Thank you.